Alrighty, let's get after it, guys. 9:30, 2025. That sounded like a time. 4:55 p.m. We're coming fresh off Cubs W. They take game one.
Let's go. Fly the fucking W. It's awesome.
Let's go. Obviously, I am not a Cubs fan. I am a Sox fan, but they're the hometown team. I understand the rivalry, but it can't really be a rivalry unless they're both competitive teams. Obviously, the Sox are not, and the Cubs turned it up this year. They are the competitive team. So, yeah, let's go. Let's do it for Chicago. Let's do it for the city. Bring that trophy home.
So I thought this was really interesting. I just thought to talk about this now, actually. During the game, we were bringing up like a bunch of stats because it was an ESPN broadcast, so they're not used to calling Cubs games, so they come up with a bunch of different stuff. And I just thought it was interesting, like how funny it can be, like when you're going through a slump, or like when the Cubs went through that rough patch. It's like, it seems like the worst things, like the sky's falling, right?
Yeah.
But like they mentioned, like the Cubs are the fourth best hitting team this year with runners in scoring position, which is ridiculous. That's incredible. And then also the Cubs grounded into the least amount of double plays in all of Major League Baseball. They only got doubled up 72 times, which not something I would ever think about, but it feels like, like when you watch baseball games, it feels like 3 or 4 happen a game. Like
I would agree. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
And then they play 162. You're thinking like, oh, they got to have like only 72 double plays. Like, man, I feel like I watched all 72 of them then for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
but that was pretty crazy.
I would imagine like the double plays probably seem like they happen more often too, just because they are like there's so many games, and if you're watching like as many as you do, things probably just start to like blend together.
For sure, yeah, I know. I don't know how my recall has gotten so bad because my brain just sucks. But like, yeah, I don't know how people do like crazy recall. Like even when it comes to like football games or like just past stuff, like Justin's really good at that. Like he'll just randomly bring up like, oh yeah, like when fucking Keller was pitching in the 5th inning against the Braves and he gave up that dub. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know what you're talking
about. Like I know I watched that, but like I don't, like I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a good week to be a Chicago sports fan though. I'm gonna say that right now. Obviously, if you have a weak heart, then Sunday was probably really bad for you, just because of the fact of what we went through during that entire game. Yeah, we were getting our cheeks eaten by Max Crosby, like single-handedly. Crosby.
Although, again, I seen someone post a stat about like Max Crosby versus oh my God, who's our right tackle?
Oh, they put in Trapilo, the
Ozzy Trapilo. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that was up and they didn't put him in until like the half because they had Theo Benedict in.
Yeah, and he was getting cooked.
Yeah, he was getting absolutely torched. Caleb was running for his life. Like Max Crosby was obviously again.
He was trying to eat his cheeks.
Like literally. And it's kind of insane. They even said it during the broadcast that Max Crosby, that interception was his first career interception.
Really?
That was his first career interception.
No way.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
That's what they said too, even in the broadcast. Like it's kind of crazy to think like how dominant he's been that's his first pick in the league.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, shout out Max Crosby. He was balling out. But so was Kevin Byard.
Yeah.
The 31-year-old was showing like I'm like if we don't win this game, that's awful. Geno Smith is like handing us this game. Geno Smith looked like fart fuel.
See, that is why I am not really impressed with that Bears win. Like, obviously the grit to stay in it.
Not going to apologize to it for a win, and also the fact that yes, like you exactly just said, just the fact that like they are able to like bring it together and scrape out the win.
I mean, the defense and special teams basically here. This is Bears football 101. Once again,
the
like
offense. Okay, you want to say that, but look at the numbers. Like, look at Caleb's numbers specifically.
Of course. Like, yeah, on paper it doesn't look bad, but when you look at that, we should have won 56-14.
We should have, but again, we have like this bum of a right tackle in that can't. He's a turnstile.
Yeah,
it was awful. It was bad. Cole Kmet.
We loved him though, dude. Remember Hard Knocks?
Dude, no,
remember Theo Benedict? We were dying for him to play last year.
Matt Eberclown loved him because of this stupid.
Oh, we loved him too. We were dying. We got hurt. We were bummed out when he got hurt last year before the season even started. I mean, we were like, damn, we're not going to get to see Theo Benedict.
Like a morale guy, definitely for morale. He's like Jameis Winston. I've now come to the conclusion he's like Jameis Winston in the fact of like, okay, that guy's good for the locker room, but he sucks at playing football. That's exactly what that guy is. And then
I'll give him a pass because I mean you're literally playing one of the best defensive ends in the game.
yeah, but then Ozzy Trapilo comes in and he's like, this is his first time playing at all, and he shut him down.
Also, a lot easier to go against a guy like Max Crosby when he's already played for 30 minutes and he's a little bit more tired than completely fresh. So
That's true. Okay, that's fine. We'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
like the numbers weren't bad, but yeah, I mean, they weren't great either. I don't know. It's like it sucks when we get that many turnovers and our offense just continues
Can't
to
produce.
shit the
Yeah.
bed. Like DeAndre Swift, get him off the team,
DeAndre Swift,
please. God, I can't stand watching him.
he really upsets me. Like he really. So
Yeah.
obviously we had the first drive that was going good. Caleb scrambles. He dumps it off to him, and he doesn't catch it.
Yeah.
They were like within 5 yards. He's like a lob pass, and he doesn't catch it. Cole Kmet had one of his worst games in a long time I've seen. I'm like, honestly, Cole Kmet, you are on thin ice right now, buddy.
No,
Just
he
because
can't
of the
be on
fact
thin
of like,
ice.
granted, he already doesn't get that many reps. It's like we're trying to get you involved, and you were not producing.
It was it was week 4. So I mean it's
Year
it's
4.
Year 4, yeah, but I mean it's week 4 and he didn't start getting schemed in till week 2. I mean accidents are gonna happen. We know he can catch. I did see some fan tweet out like trade Cole Kmet right now, and I was like, you are out of your mind.
Yeah, I mean, people definitely like to overreact.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just crazy to say. Like this guy, no, we can't trade Cole Kmet, dude. Especially since Loveland's already hurt.
Yes.
I mean that sucks.
But it's the perfect time for him to get hurt because of the fact that we have the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like
true.
that. So hopefully he can get healthy. Maybe Ben Johnson's like, you know what? Let's try to scheme this guy in some more now.
Yeah.
That would be huge. That would be awesome.
Roma Dunze's still doing it too. I mean, my
He-
God.
Yeah, so again, him and Caleb, I believe, still lead for touchdowns. Or no, just
Amon Ra's got 6.
okay. That's right. Okay.
Nonetheless, Rome's still second in the league. He's got 5.
Yeah, he's
Dude, I called it. I
Lighten
said
up.
this is going to. I'm like, I was fully confident that this year would be a breakout year for him.
For
I know
Rome,
last year
100%.
did look like sketchy, but
well. Granted, also
a lot of shit.
Shane
changing.
Waldron. Let's just say that he's
Yeah.
a terrorist.
Yeah, yeah. When it
Yeah, he is not good.
He is definitely already a terrorist, and I'm gonna put Arthur Smith on the terrorist watch list.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like we need to be watching.
But yeah, I mean, Rome looked good again. The team is the defense. Like I said, everyone shits on our defense. Our defense did it again. They kept us in the first game
Yeah,
that we ended up choking because they were out there too long. And then again, like here's our defense. It's like pick, fumble recovery, and the offense just keeps putting them back out on the field. It's like, Jesus, what are we doing here? And then thank God it was so funny. I didn't get to watch much of the game or really much of any football Sunday because it was my dad's birthday, so like we were cooking and stuff. We did dinner at like 5:00, and I had to get up early because I had to go shopping with Stephanie to finish getting stuff for that. And then we got back from that. I had to come home, prep all the burgers and shit because I made smash burgers. And then I had to go pick my brother up. So then, like, by the time I got back home, I had to get the grill ready and then just started cooking food. I cooked 20 hamburgers, bunch of hot dogs.
did you make those brats?
I didn't. We didn't have any. Yeah, we had so much food anyways. I mean, there's no point in making them. But
They're fire.
they are fire, yeah. But, yeah, so I didn't get to watch much. But we were watching my brother Ryan got there. Shout out, Ryan. Watching the Bears game on his phone while I was cooking. And like we were standing on this, so it was like cool, like standing on the deck, and I'm like, dude, we need to just block this kick. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm like, yeah, we just both jumped up and started screaming. I'm like, this is so awesome,
dude. I'm sitting there watching the game. I'm like stressing out. I'm like, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, please just miss. I'm like, miss to the left. I'm like, just miss to the left, please. And then it gets blocked. I'm like, wow. I'm like, awesome. I'm like, great. That was awesome. That was sweet. I was like in such a bad mood. I'm like. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I'm actually happy now.
Yeah, that game was not very confidence building by any stretch to like look at it and be like, hype. Like you said, like it was not for the faint of heart. I mean, it was it was on edge the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it just was exciting. I guess the exciting thing is like that something finally went our way, I guess you could say. Like when it comes down to like the wire like that, it finally like went in our direction. So I was excited for that. Very excited for that. I also want to just point out the fact the whole Ben Johnson situation.
Okay, thank God. I was just about to bring that up.
So Ben Johnson comes out and he like apologizes. Basically, he like kind of sorted it. I don't think it was very necessary.
No.
Granted, that reporter probably doesn't care. I mean, she's doing her job. She's just gonna go on and do whatever she has to ask. They ask questions like that. It happens. It comes with the territory of being a coach or a player even, and it's like, and he snapped. Personally, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. Like,
I don't even think
he's
he
a football
snapped.
guy.
I don't even think his reaction was like that. Like when I seen people
was just
talking
kind
to
of
him, like
it
wasn't.
He's kind of douchey, I guess, was the only thing. He was like,
Not even that was douchey what she did. Though.
I know,
like,
I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's like that's like their job, and then he's just like,
but they never do that.
he's like, what do you think?
Also, you're a reporter. I'm a fucking head coach of the team. Have some respect for my job. How about that? Because without my job, you don't have a job because you have nothing to report on.
There's
so
lots of news out there. I don't know if that's
I
necessarily
mean, it's
true.
like no, that's whatever. You know exactly what I'm fucking saying. But like it's ridiculous to me that people like got really upset and like butthurt about what his
Yeah, I think it was
I'm like
kinda
his
lame.
reaction wasn't bad at all. He's just like he just gave her a look more than anything of like, did you really just ask me like that? Are you really telling me that we need to change something? Like
Yeah, she's like,
stick to the microphone, lady.
Yeah, no, I mean, I personally liked it. I liked that response. I was like here for it. I was like, awesome.
John Gruden was like, I give him props that he didn't grab the microphone out of her hand and slam it on the ground. He's like, I can't even. And I agree with him too. He's talking about like, he's like, it's ridiculous that coaches have to get interviewed at halftime live. He's like, you're in the middle of trying to coach a game.
Yeah.
You're trying to scheme a game. You come out of the locker room after whatever just happened in the first half, whether good or bad, and you have a lot of stuff going on in your mind, and then because of deals and contracts and shit, you have to come out of the locker room and have someone stick a microphone in your face. Hey, so why does your team suck right now? Why aren't you winning? Why does it look like your quarterback is struggling? What are you gonna do? He's like, I can only do so much. I'm not the player.
Yep.
Like, what do you want these guys to say? And then you're gonna be a dick about it too and be like, you need to change something. Like, yeah, you might need to change careers then.
It's like, thanks. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, like,
Cool.
dude, come on. Like, people like freaked out over it, though.
One thing that I really liked, though, is like, obviously, in past years, you would see a performance like that and nothing would really change.
Did you see the clip of Eberflus? Somebody posted like that. It was that video of Ben Johnson with that reaction, and then someone asking Eberflus like last year, I forget what game it was during, and it was like after halftime. He's like, I just told him like, it's on us, man. You guys got to stick together, and we just got to pull this one out. Just got to. That's it.
There's definitely
got to
like,
do what we have to do. It's like, God, you're such a pussy.
There's just such like a night and day difference. To like,
yeah,
Ben Johnson is a hardcore just football guy. Like he is like, we're going out here, like he's like a no BS type of guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is great. I love that.
Yes,
he's awesome, man. I actually, I think it was after the game. It was like way after the game. It was like 8:00. Yurko was on ESPN 1000 because I was watching the game here, and then I had to run somewhere, so I was like listening on the radio as I was going there to watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get in my car after I'm leaving, and it's on ESPN 1000, and someone calls in, and Yurko's like, oh my God, I just completely lost my train of thought of what I was going to say, of what they were talking about.
Eberflus?
Yeah. It had to
Johnson had being an OBS coach.
Yeah, oh, perfect. So Eberflus last year gave them like the week off, like the entire week off for the bye week, and you have to like have like a mandatory 4 days, like that they do get off. But Ben Johnson has come out and said like, no, 4 days and that's it. Then you're coming back to practice.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
I agree. Like,
you guys are getting paid a lot of money and you're not performing.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, even just the fact of like, hey, we're not just going to slack off for a week and a half.
Yeah, that too. Like, just pure work ethic wise. Like,
like get in there, grind it out. Because, there's probably some guys in there, like they were given that free reign that probably would slack off.
100%.
And it shows. And honestly, a guy who we would bash for slacking off and looked like he didn't care anymore or was just sucking and it's completely turned around, Tyreek Stevenson has looked very good. He's looked a lot better.
He's definitely turned it up.
And that was one thing Yurko had said too, was that Tyreek Stevenson came out. I didn't watch like the presser or the interview or whatever, and he said like with Jalen Johnson going down that he's like, well, I see myself like as the guy now, like the number one on this team, and I think he's so far. Granted, it's only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That he's looking very, very good, and I think right now within these 2 games, when targeted, quarterbacks have like a 4.89 QBR.
Yeah, once again, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. The same way I
100%.
took it with a grain of salt when the first 2 games were, and it was like, everyone's like, he's got a 90, quarterbacks have a 99 passer rating versus him. He's fucking the
Exactly.
worst in the league. It's like, it's been 2 games. It'll balance out. Like, he's good at what he does. Just give
I
him some
agree.
time. And then here, like this now, we'll bring it back into reality a little. But,
Yeah,
like, for
I'm
sure.
Not, I'm not sitting here saying he's like
Yeah.
CB1.
But this is what you need. Like, this is what we were talking about, like, being worried that ever since that moment last year with the Hail Mary, that it, like,
broke him.
they literally,
Yeah.
like mentally broke him.
Yeah.
And then obviously the first 2 weeks he comes out and does what he does. It's like, all right, not looking good so far.
Get
but
rid of this guy. Yeah.
yeah, like legitimately, yeah. I mean, he was just getting absolutely cooked. And 2 now back-to-back weeks he has showed like, oh shit, like he's actually a legitimate top tier DB in the league. Like that's why he looked so good before the Hail Mary thing. It was like we were talking about him the same way. So hopefully he can just continue on
And
this pace.
The lights are going to be brighter than they ever have before coming off the bye.
100%.
Play the Commanders again, and you know that's going to be posted everywhere leading up to that game.
Jaden Daniels will be back for that game.
Yep.
I would imagine so because I think he's already like questionable, right, for
Yes.
this week. I could be wrong on that, but nonetheless, yeah, he's going to be coming back for that game.
Yeah. So, hopefully the Bears can eke out a dub on that one. The Commanders right now look like a very
They're kind of
beatable
mid.
team. Yeah.
They're kind of mid.
Yeah, very beatable, I'll say. Again, I'm not saying that this is exactly what has happened, but we saw what happened to the Texans after their first year coming out, lighting it up.
Yeah, it's happened.
There's a whole year of tape on them now.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of information out there. I thought this was a really crazy stat someone posted. Ben Johnson now has more Sunday road wins as a head coach than Matt Eberflus did.
Yeah. Is it more or as many?
More.
Okay, yeah. I think it's 2.
That is absurd. That's a
Wait, no, that can't be possible. We beat the Cowboys in Chicago, didn't we?
Yeah.
So how does Ben Johnson has to have 1? Yeah.
You have to go Sunday road wins. I didn't go back and look at the
games.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like looking at Eberflus's Sunday road wins. I mean I couldn't name. I'm trying to think off the top of my head like 2 games that we won even last year on the road on a Sunday.
They have to be tied. I think it would be tied. I think it's as many.
If
I
it's
think
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tweet definitely says more, but yeah, it could.
That's
even
wrong.
if it's,
That's not possible. Yeah.
Eberflus never got a road win on a Sunday, I
Or
definitely believe that's possible.
I actually think that might be true as well.
Because there was, remember, like last year, they were coming out with
Let's see.
crazy stats about like,
Just how ass he was.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
That's insane. No, I saw that too. I thought, yes, I did see that. That is
And even if it is just the same amount, that is still just
it's
as
pathetic.
highly impressive.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, awful. Bears hopefully just keep this up, keep it rolling, coming off the bye. I want to touch on this real quick. I obviously didn't watch the game because I don't have NFL Network, the Ireland game, but I did see one play that I thought was huge, and I thought it was like hilarious, the sequence of events leading up. So we see Aaron Rodgers rip the smelling salts, and he throws it to DK.
Yeah,
DK
Rodgers. Perfect fucking throw.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more DK than Rodgers, but great throw nonetheless because it was a tight window. DK takes it to the house for 80 yards and then proceeds to level the DB.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. He just like ran through him. That
Yeah,
was
it's
great.
pretty sick,
I'm like,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Did you see the clip too of them running the tush push, but they used Pat Fryermuth
Yes.
instead?
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers
stood
literally
there.
just standing in the background, like
Yeah.
didn't even budge. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
pretty,
was awesome.
pretty hilarious. But like Tomlin's reaction after that touchdown too was nuts. Like he
That
was
was-
losing it. Rodgers was smiling. I mean, they're
One thing that I thought was interesting though, did Rodgers move when they snapped the ball? He would have to, right? He would have to, or else it would be a penalty because he didn't move at all, and that would be a false start on everyone else.
I mean, I would imagine. Well, no, because I think it was a direct snap to Freiermuth.
I'm interested how that works.
I think it was a direct snap. So I mean,
so if it goes to Freiermuth, then okay.
I would think so. Yeah, he would basically. Yeah.
One last thing I meant to touch on the Bears, and then we can move on from them. Our run defense is garbage.
Yeah.
That needs to be addressed, but
yes, it does.
Nevertheless, over with on that. So the Falcons beat the Commanders. I really didn't see anything from that game.
Nope.
So I'm going to move on to the Saints. Kept it close, dude. They kept it a lot closer than we thought we would. I just want to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, the Bills did not cover the spread. But Spencer Rattler, I mean, he's not the answer.
Is he fart fuel? I didn't see his stat line. I'm going to look at his stat line real quick. Oh, that's not good.
Not even just necessarily the stat line, but if you go back and watch the
yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, he just
Yeah,
he's
cheeks. Yeah, he is cheeks.
He is absolute cheeks. I mean, the Bills won by what? Like 12?
Yeah.
I mean, it's close enough. Close enough to the spread. 15.5 is a lot, but like
that is a lot to cover.
I still I don't care. The Bills are great. James Cook is great.
Let him cook.
Yeah, doing me a lot of favors.
Lions Browns. Lions sweep the floor with the Browns. Not much on that.
Yeah, they lit it up.
Texans Titans. The only thing I have to say about that is what Cam Ward said after the game. He's like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're ass.
I did not see any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So it was like his post game interview or whatever, and they asked him about him. He's like, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. We're ass.
Yeah, their coach Callahan's probably gonna lose his job here in the next few weeks. I'm imagining.
Yeah.
By week 7, he'll be gone.
Maybe it wasn't Will Levis.
They might. They might actually. They might be the team that goes 0-17.
Yeah, they definitely might run it back with the first overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and honestly,
no joke.
That would probably be good for them. That'd probably be really good for them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that it's very well possible. That team stinks. They're hot garbage. I really don't have anything to say about them either.
Neither do I.
It sucks. I didn't really get to, like I said, watch much. I kind of caught like glimpses of shit, but like Bucks Eagles
was very close. Baker was trying so hard to keep them in that game.
That he did his typical Baker old stuff where he tried so hard. He
threw a pick at the end of the game.
Threw a terrible interception.
Yeah.
I mean, just so bad fundamentally. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, he did great extending the play and then just threw a terrible, terrible pick.
I mean, that's...
I think the Bucks will be okay. Granted, the Eagles are an amazing, really, really good team, and the fact that they kept it, like they were in that fight the entire time. I mean, I guess not the entire time. It was more towards the end of the game that they started to actually get in.
Well, the Eagles, there was an interesting stat came out. Jalen Hurts had 0 completions in the second half of the game, or from like the start of the third quarter on. Yep. I think he went 0 for 8. A.J. Brown is visibly upset.
Yeah,
and
I heard
also,
of him and Devontae Smith both.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Allegedly, there was a text message between the two of them.
That was a parody account.
Yeah, okay.
It even said on X like parody account.
Okay, yeah. I'm like the fucking. There's no way, dude.
Like, we want to go to Dallas.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they're definitely pissed off, and I mean, rightfully so. He had 2 catches for 7 yards on 9 targets.
Yeah.
Granted, not all the throws were terrible, but just the scheme that they have him running is like, this is why. This is why
A.J.
he's
Brown
not performing.
Is also just known to, like, when he doesn't get the ball, he can be kind of a diva.
Yeah, he definitely does. But rightfully so, because when he gets the ball, he is legitimately a top 5 receiver in the league.
I would agree 110%.
Like, it's like you get him the ball. Whatever you have to do. And again, it's not like they didn't try to. That's 9 targets. Like, that's a lot of times to throw towards a guy. But when your quarterback is Jalen Hurts and he can't throw a ball to save his life, I mean...
Whoa! You said he was good.
No,
you said he was good at throwing.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just talking shit. But, yeah, I at some point, I think Philly's luck's running out here. They're not going to...
There's no way this is not sustainable. I'll say that.
No, I mean... Like, I know I took the Bucks to win that game, and honestly, the Bucks just played like shit really until like the end. They started kind of coming around, but other than that, like Jalen Hurts has not done anything in particular yet that has been like, oh, they're world beaters.
No,
it's like their defense is really stacked, their offense is really stacked. They have great coaching. They have a great system that they've been running for multiple years now, and it maintains well. But like, and they're not cracking under pressure. I mean, like that game right there, they could have very well easily blown that game. The game against the Rams, they're losing 26-7 going into the second half, and they come back and win that and keep the other team completely scoreless. They have like,
granted, that's also not sustainable.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like they're really, really good. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but I do think that like if they continue to play like this, they're not going to be like 11-0.
No, definitely not.
Like mark my words, right now they will not be 8-0, 9-0. They're not even. They're not. This shit's going to come to an end really soon.
I could pick a loss for you right now. Let's see. Let's just go to next week. Who do they play?
Broncos.
Okay, no, they're winning.
They're at home. Then they play the Giants in New York, in New Jersey.
They're gonna win that too.
And then at Vikings, at Giants, and a Week 9 bye.
Okay, they're gonna win that too.
Yeah, obviously that Broncos game's probably the toughest one for them.
Yeah, but the Broncos look like poop
The Broncos,
too, dude.
I am not impressed with them.
Not at all. I mean,
I don't care if they got a win last night either. I mean, we'll touch on Monday's games, but
there's not even.
There's really nothing to talk about.
No, I mean, only other Giants Chargers. So the Chargers lose.
That was your spin zone. They also lose Joe Alt, which was massive because as soon as that
the
happened,
Giants lose Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, the turf monster strikes again.
How many times do we have to keep doing this? How many people have to go down, especially at MetLife?
Yeah,
to like that we change something about it, especially when it's Malik Neighbors, dude. It's your best receiver, one of your most dynamic player on the team, and now he's done for the season.
He's literally being already held as one of the best receivers in the league.
Yes,
and it's his second year.
He's literally
and he was still proving it.
He's literally just running, jumps to try to make a catch.
Yeah,
ACL goes.
Yep.
Like, dude, what do we have to do to get this changed? That is insane.
I think it. Yeah, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It'll never happen. It feels like. Even though it's like not, it's all going to be about money. That's all really it comes down to. They don't want to have the maintenance of a grass field, but that's just bullshit because you guys are all billionaires. So I feel no remorse.
Exactly.
Take care of your players.
Thank
It's
you.
all about player safety. Player safety.
Player safety.
Do
We
nothing
want
about
every
it.
single stadium grass.
And the problem.
Arizona does it.
The Bills' new stadium is going to be grass.
Yeah. Arizona,
they get 4 feet of snow.
Dude, yeah.
Like, come on, they don't have summer all year round there. Like,
Arizona's in the middle of a desert where things really can't live like that.
Yeah.
But they make it happen. They built that stadium to where the fact like the grass literally rolls outside during the day to get sun, and they roll it back inside.
Which explains where all their money went, because from everybody else that I've heard talk about it, their stadium is absolute trash.
I've heard. Yeah, it's like
their
them.
Facility's terrible.
It's them, Washington, and Kansas City, like the 3 worst stadiums in the league.
Yeah, a lot of people hate the Packers too, like hate Lambeau because they like the tunnel's like so narrow because it was built in like 54 or something, so like it's so narrow. But
and it's also publicly owned, so it's kind of hard to like
a little different, do
things like that. Yeah,
is what it is. But yeah, I mean the turf thing. So notable ACL and Achilles tears.
Dude, I'm so glad you have this.
At MetLife Stadium since 2020.
Yeah.
Only 5 years. Not even 5 full years yet. Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, Jabril Peppers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Sterling Shepard, Kyle Fuller, Aaron Rodgers, Malik Neighbors. That's just ACL and Achilles tears. That doesn't include the other, I think there was 17 total players that have been injured on that field since like major injuries relating to some type of tear or whatever.
Yeah.
On that field. I mean, it's nuts.
It's pathetic, actually.
And what's even more pathetic is that they do that, but then apparently like the World Cup or some shit is coming to MetLife. Like some soccer tournament. It might be the World Cup or I don't know. I don't follow soccer
I'm pretty sure
all.
actually it is the World Cup, yeah.
And they're putting grass on the field for that. They're putting grass down for that.
Yeah, because I mean, they're going to make so much more money on that. They're going to make a ton of money on that.
I mean, it's just like,
it's pathetic.
It needs to get
pathetic,
handled,
dude.
It needs to get handled.
It's almost as pathetic as A.D. Mitchell's performance. He single-handedly lost
them the game. Honestly, yeah, the Colts had a really good shot at winning that game. It was another
they should
game
have won that game.
Yeah, he cost them 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He cost me fantasy points. He cost me money. That guy owes me money now.
That's a bummer. I mean, it's so funny that this has happened back-to-back years for them.
You would think that
Yeah.
like after like Jonathan Taylor did it, they would never let that happen ever again.
You would think after it happened, like, what, 3 times last year in total? Remember the dude on the
Yeah.
Bengals? I can't remember who it was. Jordan Battle, I think it was.
I believe so.
Took a pick 6 to the house, and then at the goal line started going like this and dropped it
Dude,
and kicked
he's
it out of the
an
back
idiot.
of the end zone.
That's
But,
why
like,
I'm sorry. Do not showboat until you are in that end zone.
yeah, just stop. Yeah, stop being an idiot.
He's sitting there. You could tell he like knew he messed up. He's like tries to dive for it. It's like, oh, touchback. Sorry. And then he's holding on Jonathan Taylor's
Dude.
touchdown run.
JT's awesome.
Yeah,
He's so
dude,
good this year again. Like,
I
he's
know.
back to full form, and then for him to lose that touchdown on a holding call, like, that's like, dude, that's devastating.
Someone
man.
posted up like his stat line for the year, and like his stats for like previous years, and they're like, "Can we just get rid of this guy?" It was like a Colts page. They're
Mhm.
like, "Can we please just get rid of this guy? Like he's not even good. Why do we have him?"
Mitchell?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not fair because he is extremely. First off, outside of that fumble,
he has 4 receptions this year.
yeah, look at that fucking catch he made on that play. And then to get out of that, he spins out of it and makes it. He is extremely talented. That's why it's like such a big deal. Because if he was a nobody, it'd be like, all right, he caught a wide open pass and then, got cocky and tried to celebrate. Like, this kid has so much potential and he's got a lot of talent and it's very clear. So for him to make a mistake like that and then to get caught on the holding call, like, geez, like,
Yeah, not good.
that legitimately is like, he's gonna feel like Tyreek Stevenson after that Hail Mary. Like, it's like just as equivalently as embarrassing.
I don't know, man. It's pretty fart last year.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
Granted, they also had no one to throw to him last year. Anthony Richardson's garbage, and Joe Flacco is very old.
Yeah,
And
I
washed.
was about
And
to say,
washed.
yeah, the quarterback situation has been a little bit rocky.
So, Jaguars beat the 49ers. I thought that was actually really shocking.
Yes and no. Brock Purdy's first game back, he played like shit, kind of. 2 picks.
He's slinging it though, 309
Ricky-
yards.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall went down with an injury. He's questionable for next week, which they're on a short week too. They are playing the Rams this Thursday, which will be our pick.
They cannot catch a break. Everyone on that team. Nick Bosa's done. I mean, Ricky Pearsall.
Juwan Jennings is questionable. He has not come back yet. Brock Purdy just came back from injury.
Dude, I would just forfeit the season. at
Brandon
this point.
Ayuk is still out, hasn't played yet. Like,
It's so bad.
yeah, it's crazy. Ironically enough, it's everybody except for CMC.
Yeah. I mean, he's been on the injury report, but he has not gone down yet.
No, like, everybody's like, dude, he gets hurt too, and it's like the entire team around him is just dropping
It's
like
only week
flies.
4.
It's like the most injured guy on the team, injury prone guy on the team, and he's just
Maybe
like,
that's why he has like a hex on the rest of the team. He's just like, I'm not getting injured. Everyone else is.
yeah, or they're donating their power to him.
Yeah.
Like, keep going, dude. We know you can pass, catch, and run. So just
You can fill all of our roles. Just do it. Just do it.
Exactly. I did think. Did you see Salah and Liam Cohen get into it after the game?
Yep.
Apparently, Salah was like making comments about how the Jags and Liam Cohen like legally steal signs, which I'm like, what are you bitching about then?
If it's legal, then
Yeah,
that's...
if it's legally,
Is
like,
it because
yeah,
it's an unwritten rule? Unwritten rules are fart and get them out of my face.
yeah, some of them.
Most. I'll say most.
Yeah, I would agree. I think some of them are stupid, but like that is to be like okay. I mean, don't make it so obvious then. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if he's not doing anything outside of the bounds of what he's allowed to do, then you can't really complain. But yeah, I mean, Liam Cohen for sure waited until like 5 people got between him and then started jawing at him, and that's not a good matchup. Bob Saleh's like 6'4", 240.
Probably.
Liam, I think actually that is his like actual height and weight, and I think Liam Cohen's like 5'10", 5'11", 190. So
The Duval God.
yeah, I mean, you see Duval. I'm looking at that, and I look at Robert Saleh, and I'm like, yeah, you might want to pipe down there.
Yeah, you
Pipsqueak.
might want to relax. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, he waited till like 5 people got in between him. And he's like, he pulled the whole Will Smith,
Yeah.
Keep my name out your mouth. It's like, Robert Saleh was like, I will break you in half, dude. You better get the fuck out of my face.
So the Chiefs beat the Ravens, but Lamar Jackson goes down. It was pretty brutal.
That narrative going around about him quitting is interesting. I don't know like
I
why.
haven't seen that one actually.
Yeah, lot of people are saying like he gave up. Lamar gave up. He quit on his team. This isn't the first time he did it. When they were losing to the Bills like 2 years ago, they were down 17 to the Bills, and he walked out of a game, pretended he was hurt. Like people like legitimately because he went to the sideline. There was no medical thing around him. They didn't put him in the tent. They didn't have any doctors with him. He just ran a play, and he looked fine all game, even when it happened. And then he just comes out and gets on the bench, and that's why people are like sus about it. But
If that's the case, then I honestly blame coaching as well. Then that they would allow that. Why would they allow such a thing?
I think that's one of those things where like, does it really like? I don't know. Obviously, the medical like you would assume like the doctors and team doctors and shit on the sideline are like,
Yeah, like the medical staff would be tending to him.
you would think.
Yeah.
But also, I trust a guy like Lamar Jackson to be like, I can't go back in. Like, right, if Patrick Mahomes took himself out of a game, whether they're winning or losing,
Yeah.
if he was hurt bad enough where he's like, I'm coming out, he's like, my ankle's fucked. Don't come near me. My ankle's fucked. Like,
He's
you're talking
pissed
about
off. Yeah,
you're
he's
talking about
mad.
like the top tier of competitors in
Yeah.
the league when you're talking like Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, even
Yeah.
Burrow. Like, you seen Burrow with his hand last year, that shit, when he was doing the whole water and like all that. Like, and people are checking on him, and he's like, he's not about it. Like, those guys are. They're in his zone. So
Yeah.
a guy like Lamar, I feel like if he comes off and he's like, my fucking, like,
Yeah.
my leg, like, I'm done. It's like, just, all right, we'll take his word for it.
Yeah.
We'll wait until after the game and we'll address it then.
Yep.
I think that's fair. People talking about him quitting on his team is like crazy, Vic. They were down 13 points, dude. It's not like they were
It's
getting,
very in reach.
yeah, it's not like they were getting blown out, and it was a third quarter. It wasn't like,
And then, people wanted to drag Shador into it. Obviously, you saw all that where people are like, Shador could have been playing. He could have been playing. It's like, oh my god, dude. Like, let's relax, okay?
ooh, and speaking of, because Lamar's is allegedly, as of right now, at least a hamstring injury is what they think. Did you see? I would throw this back to the Steelers and Vikings game.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen
Yeah.
Ramsey. Oh my gosh.
So he fakes like the hamstring injury, and then
Yep.
ends up actually coming out of the game with a hamstring injury.
Faked the hammy injury on a pick six.
Yeah.
And then hits the gritty when he gets to the end zone. Limps to the end zone like his hamstrings pulled, and then hits the gritty. It was actually pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was tough.
And then just torches his hamstring like the next quarter. I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
Yeah, I think that's just the football gods punishing you for the showboating.
Yeah, it's so funny. That is so funny. I'm like, that's a great move on his part, but
So, I just want to say to all of the Cowboys fans, or not the Cowboys, the Packers fans out there that were talking smoke on the Bears, saying how well they played the Cupcake Cowboys.
Yep.
Well, the Packers couldn't beat the Cowboys. They tied them.
that's what I said earlier. Yesterday at work.
Yeah. So you want to talk all this smoke of how the Bears, oh man, you guys easy win. Okay, well then how come you couldn't beat them?
Yeah, and also, why'd your defense let them score 40
points. 40 points.
Remember, you guys were going to the Super Bowl 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Super Bowl bound.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden
Best
you
team in
lose.
the league.
Now all of a sudden you lose to the Browns,
And
and then all of a sudden you can't even beat the fucking Cowboys at home where you're already 6-0.
Yep.
Good job, guys. That game was nuts.
That was a fire game.
Like the first, that was a game I got to watch the most of.
Yeah.
The first half, probably like the first quarter, and a little bit into the second quarter. Man, was it slow, and it looked like it was going to be an ugly game. I mean, and then the Cowboys blocked the point after and get 2 points, and we're like sitting here, I'm like, it's 13-2 right
Yeah,
now.
it was
Like,
brutal.
this is goofy. And it was like from that point on, like you just knew something was fishy. Like this game's something's gonna be weird here. And
Dak
then,
turned it up.
dude,
Dak turned it up. He said, you know what? I'm putting that narrative to sleep that I'm not a good quarterback.
I've always stuck by it. I think he's a good quarterback. He just makes bonehead decisions in the
Yeah.
big moments.
Obviously he
But
lit
he played
it up.
great.
4 total touchdowns.
Yeah.
George Pickens went off. Javonte Williams, good fantasy day.
Yeah.
Loved that. It was a fun game, dude.
I mean, pretty much everybody, even Jordan Love, 31 of 43, 337 yards, no interceptions.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that was I think the first game in NFL history they said where both teams scored 40 points. Both quarterbacks threw for over 300 yards and no turnovers. Which I'm like, that's kind of absurd.
Just good clean ball.
Yeah, I mean, really, and terrible defense.
Yeah,
but,
bad defense, really bad defense.
I mean, man, both teams, it was just like, how the fuck, who's going to win this game?
Yep.
And then coming down to the wire, and then the Packers almost blow it there at the end.
Yeah.
By 17 seconds on the clock, and they're taking their time. I was losing my shit, too, and I would say, Chris Collinsworth, they got to get this ball off. He's like, they're going to lose. They're not going to get a chance to kick here. I'm like, yeah, what is happening? Like, what is going on? They're just taking their sweet time. Like, oh, man, they almost could, that... To me, in my head, that would have been equivalently as bad as the Hail Mary last year for the Bears.
Yeah.
If the Packers would have if that clock would have hit 0 and the Packers lose that game without even attempting a game-tying field goal from like the 8-yard line or whatever it was, I mean,
brutal.
All-time
Absolutely
laughable
brutal.
moment.
Yeah.
All-time laughable moment. I'm absolutely just ragging on them forever for that shit. And even still, deserves to be ragged on because like that was just so inept.
I just love all that, dude. I just love it. I just loved again the Packers fans just coming in, talking all this smoke on the Bears. Saying what's there to be excited about. All right. Well, you guys should have beat them. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say to you guys. Should have beat them.
There was a lot with that game, man. And a big thing, and I've always said this, and I still think it too, like I hate ties. I don't understand why we can. I don't understand why that's just accepted in the NFL, and I think it's bullshit that
it's the worst.
That it's player safety is why they do it. Like, get out of here with that BS. You guys don't give a shit about these guys. Like, you truly don't.
Let's look at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, look at the turf fields that have just been destroying dudes' knees and shit for the last how many years. Look at it. Go back and watch Kyle Turley talk about all the painkillers and how the doctors handle injuries in the NFL. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how it just took
a quick shot. There, get out there.
I mean, there's so much that they don't give a shit about player safety.
Talking about destroying knees though,
bro.
Tyreek Hill against the Jets.
That was gruesome.
Gets tackled. His knee is the bottom half of his leg is like pointing the opposite direction, and Tyreek Hill couldn't be happier. He was hyped.
He was really happy to get away from Tua.
He was just really. I think he's done. He does not want to be in Miami anymore. And it's very obvious. I've never seen someone more excited to absolutely shred their knee.
Yeah, I definitely do. I know it is funny how everyone's framing it, but he's definitely not excited. I think it's.
Why was he clapping then? That was the odd part. Why is he clapping and cheering and saying yes, yes?
I think it's more like irony. I think it's more just like frustrating. It's like when you fucking do something when you do something stupid, like, and you just laugh at yourself because you're so pissed. Like when you're so pissed off at something, like when your day's going terrible, just like him. The season went terrible last year. They come into this season supposed to be a new start. It looks like shit. They're not doing good. He's not getting the ball a lot. Tua can't make a lot of throws. Tua's turning the ball over. Can't get anything going. And then finally, like he's starting to get some catches and finally make some headway, and then he shreds his knee to pieces. And it's like, it's just one of those things where you're just like, yep, let's go, dude. Yes, I love this. Like you're just like ironically, excited. It's not actually. Yeah. That's what to me that came off more of. But yeah, people really think it's more of him wanting to get out of Miami and shit, which he's definitely going to now. There's no way he's staying now. I mean, he's missing the rest of this year. He'd be lucky if he comes back next year. I mean, there's really no reason for him to, because I think I think without him, we're gonna see how much worse it can get.
It's gonna get real bad.
It is gonna get real bad, and
unless Darren Waller keeps balling out, all of a sudden Darren Waller's back. He's 2 touchdowns.
Nuts.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, dude. But like, if this continues on the path that they're on, then you're gonna see probably McDaniel's gone, and the rebuild's gonna start by next year. So Tyreek will be gone too. Like, there's 100%. No reason to keep him around.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely outcome. Those games last night were shit.
Garbage. Bengals, Broncos. I mean, like, it wasn't even like a good win by the Broncos. They looked like poop.
I don't think that they look good yet. Like, I don't. I'm not highly impressed by their defense. I didn't think their defense did a great job. Like, the tackling was really bad. Like,
it was pathetic. Really I also heard a stat up until last night because J.K. Dobbins had 103 rushing yards. That
they hadn't had a 100-yard rusher since like 23.
It was ever since Sean Payton became the head coach, they had not had a 100-yard rusher. And obviously last night that streak ended. J.K. Dobbins goes for 103 rushing yards.
And it was perfect because they get on the fucking 1-yard line 2 different times, and then they fucking put in a different running back or they throw the ball. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing? Get me my J.K. Dobbins touchdowns. I was so pissed.
Bo Nix threw a pick in the end zone.
I know, that was ugly too.
It was actually a really good catch. by
It
the
was
defender.
good. It
By
was
the
a good
defender,
catch,
it was a
but
good
it was
play.
an
Yeah.
ugly throw.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, both of those games. I mean,
It was a
18 penalties. I think in the
Not
Dolphins Jets. Let's see. I can look this up quick. 19 penalties in the Dolphins Jets game, and then
disgusting.
there were
That's
18
disgusting.
penalties in the Broncos Bengals game. Those were the most
Just ugly football
trash,
being played.
ugly football, not competitive. Like, that was terrible. I mean, Justin Fields had like that huge run. It's the
Yeah.
only thing that saved the
That was
score of that
cool.
game.
Yeah.
And also, Garrett Wilson's touchdown. How did that get counted? How does that not get reviewed and be considered out of bounds?
Yeah, I
Can
agree.
anybody explain that?
Yeah, he obviously did not regain possession until he was out of bounds.
Yeah, like he caught it and gained possession, got 1 foot in, then his ass cheek touches out of bounds, and I'm
Yes.
like, how does it? They didn't even show it like a replay more than
No,
once. I'm
yeah.
like, what is going on here?
They
This
were
is
just
all these
like-
touchdowns get reviewed so
We're
much.
gonna push it to the side. Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Aaron Glenn, have fun, buddy. Have fun. This is what you get. Remember when you had literally the top 3 greatest quarterbacks of all time coming into your room and you invited him there and you said, you know what? We don't want you. You flew all the way out here. We don't want you. Get out of here. And he's like, I'm starting my own thing here. This is all about.
Wait,
I'm
who do
not
you
going to have.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, like going into this
I don't think
season.
that's a bad. I think that's honestly fine. I wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers either.
I take Aaron Rodgers over fucking Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of other options.
What were their other options? Why didn't they do them? Why did they go and give Justin Fields $20 million a year and $30 million guaranteed if there were better options out there than that?
No, I mean,
They had Sam Darnold they could have got, but they didn't.
I understand you're an Aaron Rodgers stan, but
It's not about that. It's just like it's funny that like he basically dumped on Rodgers, and then his whole mantra going into this is like, we're gonna be a team about discipline and this and that, blah blah blah, and then
Yeah.
your team commits fucking 13
I mean, the Jets are
penalties.
just
and
garbage. I mean, we could have told if anyone in their right mind actually, like, if anyone actually cared about Aaron Glenn, they would have told him, "Do not take this job."
Yeah,
If honestly, that's where it all started. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have true friends. True friends don't let friends coach the Jets organization.
I would argue that there are probably some people that would say the same thing about Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
Do not go
100%.
coach the Bears,
Don't
please.
do it. Yeah, I mean, there's just like a band list, and the Bears and Jets are definitely on it. I think the Giants too. I don't know how Brian Dable still has a job.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out how he's going to keep his job because at this point, now without Malik Neighbors, we're going to see what that offense is actually capable of
They
doing.
are going to be relying on Jackson Dart somehow just balling out, and Cam Scatteraboo just
Scadaboo's a dog. I'm telling you.
Dude, he's gonna hurt himself.
He'll be all right.
Someone needs to change it.
He's young enough. He'll be all right. He'll get hurt next year. He'll be all right this
His
year.
neck is gonna be.
He has no neck, dude. He's got a pumpkin head.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking pit bull, dude. He's like those pit bulls you see in the Mike Vick dogfight videos. He is so like he's just like it's crazy.
I just hate the way he looks, dude. I can't look at him.
I love it, dude. It's CTE Scadaboo, dude. It's
Yeah, it's
fucking
not
he's
good.
awesome.
It's
He's
not good.
he's good for the sport. He's Jerome. He's a mini Jerome Bettis.
He's gonna end up like Antonio Brown.
Oh, for sure. But for now he's a mini Jerome
In like
Bettis,
6
dude.
years, we're gonna see some real comedy on X from Cam Scatteraboo.
100%. I'm all for it. Like I am all for it. I love what he's doing. I also don't think I was not that impressed with Jackson Dart. Like I know
There was
everyone's
really
like
nothing-
blazing him.
Dude, it's insane.
Like his running, yeah, like him getting out, his ability to scramble and everything,
Yeah.
it does change the game. He is
100%.
a talented guy, and I was one that thought he should have went higher.
Yeah,
like
we
in
were
the
sitting on
draft.
this show raving, saying like, "Hey, this might be the best QB in this draft right here."
Exactly, yeah. So I have nothing against him, but like for everyone being like, dude, they beat the Chargers and Jackson. It's like, well, first off, the Chargers are now out 3 of their top O linemen.
Yeah.
So there's
Dude,
zero
losing Joe
protection.
Alt is huge.
Granted, they carted him off, but it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, he should. I think it was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't too gruesome, so like he's more than likely he'll be back within a few weeks,
Yeah.
which is good. But like after that the Giants D line started eating.
Yeah.
Like Justin Herbert had no time. They couldn't get anything going. But like Jackson Dart, I mean, I think he went like what 13 to 22 or 13 to
Nothing
21 for like
spectacular.
111 yards.
Yeah,
it's like
nothing spectacular at all.
everyone's acting like he lit up the Chargers defense for like 300. It's like let's settle down.
Yeah, relax, buddy.
I mean, there's some juice. Also, they did Russ dirty.
Super dirty, dude.
Showing him like just standing on the sideline, like just like staring blankly, and then they show Jackson Dart and Brian Daboll like kissing. And, yeah.
Well, Brian Dable's like, my job. I got a job for another year. For another year.
For sure. I can't remember when I said it would happen, when Russ would be taken out. I remember we were talking about this before
Yeah.
the season, like how long it would take before they went to Jackson Dart, and I said it like this is their key to like
Saving their
Daboll.
jobs.
Yeah, they're trying their hardest. Like Mara
Yeah.
and Daboll are trying so hard to get their job saved, and yeah, I mean he definitely is going to have a full year with this, and depending on how it looks,
Yeah.
he might get another, but
100%.
that is another job. Yeah, man, that's tough.
Stay away from MetLife.
What do they do too?
Stay away
I mean,
from the turf. Stay away from the teams.
yeah, legitimately, and then you got the New York media down your throat. Like,
Yeah.
boy, that is
brutal.
and
Brutal.
you're not even really in New York.
No, you're in Jersey, dude.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's
they're
like a
false
hex.
flagging?
Yeah, it's like a hex on them for the fact of like,
Don't false flag.
yeah, it's like false representation, dude. Like quick
That's
claim
stolen valor, dude.
Stolen valor. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, I couldn't think of that. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you guys are claiming New York. This is like some Biggie and Tupac shit. It's like East Coast, West Coast. Like actual New Yorkers. Like, you guys are from fucking Jersey. It's like no one respects them.
One thing I wanted to bring up too about the Ravens also lost Roquan Smith.
He's questionable. They did lose Matabike for the rest of the year. That's
Yes.
tragic.
I also saw right now, just opening up X, there's a chance that Lamar Jackson misses. He might not even play against the Bears in Week 8, and that would be awesome.
Well, I'm not rooting for that because I would like to have more confidence in my team to be able to beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Also, he is my quarterback in fantasy, so I would not like him to be out for fucking 4 weeks. That is not.
I just yeah, no, you know what? That's a good point. I'm just also scared.
I'm not scared because them losing Matabike, their defense is nothing.
Yeah, but like our run
And
defense,
Marlon Humphrey's out. Kyle Van Noy's questionable to come back. So like they're super banged up on the back end, let alone their D line
Man, that
without
defense
Matabike
is so bad.
their run defense without Matabike is truly not existent. So that's going to be a problem for them going forward, and obviously then not having Lamar is going
That's
to also
huge.
be a massive problem going
yeah.
forward.
Like they're probably not making the playoffs this year.
Might be a good time to trade for Derrick Henry and anyone who has fantasy because they're going to probably hand him the ball about 35 times. Considering in this game,
1 quarter,
in this game they handed it to him 8 times.
you're not going to win games.
How the fuck?
You're not going to win games playing like that.
I know he's fumbled twice in big moments, but like this isn't a guy, and I don't know if it was like a punishment thing, but like this isn't a guy you punish by giving him less carries.
A first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes. Yeah, like this dude rushes for 100 yards a game. Like Derrick Henry is the type of guy, like it's exactly what happened when he went to the Ravens. He went there and John Harbaugh's like, we are not going to give him the ball 30 times a game. That's not the goal. We're going to try and keep a balanced offense. Then it's like they did that for a few weeks, and then Derrick Henry got like 26 carries and ran for like 180 yards. It's like,
Maybe we will.
maybe we'll hand it to him 25 plus times a game. And what do you know? That's what Derrick Henry loves. Derrick Henry is like an old school running back,
Just
man.
feed him, dude. Just feed him.
You feed him. Sure, he might like 8, 10 carries. They might not be great. He might only have 22 yards on 8, 9, 10 carries. You keep feeding him though. You are also wearing down that D line
100%.
and everyone who's trying to come downhill and tackle his ass. So like, if you're not getting him to right in the backfield and he's making it at least a yard or two every time, by the 10th carry, you're starting to wear down defenses, and he is going, and that's why he just progressively gets better as the game goes on. Like, just keep feeding him, dude.
Agreed.
And then to play the Chiefs and only give it to him 8 times that's just nuts, dude. That's actually like really shocking that they only handed it to him 8 times.
It's insane. It's just criminal. Someone should go to jail for that, personally.
Yeah. And also that game too, Patrick Mahomes became the youngest quarterback in NFL history to throw 250 passing touchdowns.
Sweet.
Also really kind of an absurd stat when you think about that. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
250 already. What is he, 28?
I have no idea.
29?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I know he's like right around my age.
Potentially. Probably. But
he's 30. He is 30.
Oh,
he just turned 30, September 17th. Happy birthday, Patty.
Yeah, you suck.
So I mean, at 30 years old, like, dude, that's nuts. He did that, and fucking give him 10 more years. Like, he's gonna have 600 touchdowns if he plays at the same pace. Obviously, I mean, he'd be on pace for like 600 passing touchdowns. That is so crazy.
That is huge.
That's man. I thought I had something else on football, but I guess not. I had mostly like baseball shit screenshotted.
Rip it off.
Well, we already talked about the Cubs getting the dub.
Yeah.
One thing that's devastating. God, dude, like the timing is so bad, which also I think is ridiculous. And I can't remember what game it was, but Cade Horton came out,
Oh yeah, fractured ribs.
and they're like the next day the organization came out and they're like, he's fine. And that was it. And it was like, okay, he's fine. And then 2 days later, they posted a thing that, yeah, he's got fractured ribs. So he's on the 15-day IL. Our best pitcher,
Yeah.
arguably
Scorching
our
hot
best pitcher.
right now.
Yeah, scorching hot. Yeah, at least as of right now, he is our best pitcher
Yeah.
on the 15-day IL. So we called up Jordan Wicks, which I'm not crazy thrilled about that. I mean, the timing is just awful. The Mets missed the playoffs.
I did see that.
And half of New York is melting down, and rightfully so, because this is truly a laughable, disgusting performance that they have put on over the last 3 months.
Hold up.
That was a giant spider.
Yeah.
Where the hell did that come
I
from?
don't know. I just saw it chilling there, but he's dead now.
How the hell did you see that? I was like on the other side over here?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I heard that crunch. Like,
Yeah.
actually heard that crunch.
It's okay. I'm cleaning my room today. The studio, actually, not my bedroom. The studio.
We'll see about that. I'll lift up that sandal next week and see if that's still there.
No, it'll be gone. Promise. I gotta spray the house again too, dude. It's like the second spider I found this week. It's only Tuesday.
You need to get those green fruits that fall off trees right around this time of year. I forget what they're called.
The crab apples, the crab apples,
some kind of apple thing.
I think
Yeah,
probably crab apples or something like that.
yeah. You got to drill holes in it though, because it's got to actually let the scent out in order to deter bugs. But you get those, you stash those around the corners. It works.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wait, does it make your house stink?
No.
Oh.
No, you don't need. I mean, you don't really need like a shitload of them. Like if you threw like one in the, one in each corner of your room, it'd be enough. You
I
don't
didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Sounds primitive. I'm in.
It works. The Mets. I
Yeah.
mean, Jesus. They were 45-24 at one point.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
I mean, Juan Soto.
talking middle of the year, best record in baseball.
Yeah.
And they just, the collapse is of epic proportions.
Well, it's also. I mean, not even. Like the one that you were really intrigued with too. The Tigers dropped the AL Central.
Yeah, that one is still not as bad as the Mets missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
Mets
true.
were winning their the Mets were dominating for half of the year and then just legitimately completely collapsed. They went like, I wish I could remember all the stats. I should have like screenshotted more and more of the stats because I kept seeing them. My like my algorithm because of it. I started looking into it and it just like went crazy with like a bunch of Mets stats. But I mean, from 45-24 to 83-79 to finish the year is
That's not
just
good.
Yeah. They went like 30. It was like 30 something and 54 over the last 2 months of the season.
That's
I mean,
awful. That is awful.
so much talent. They also have, I think, their top 3 or top 4 most expensive roster. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, might be the second most expensive roster in all of baseball.
That's crazy.
And they got bounced out of playoffs. Also, they lose to the Marlins. They lost to all they had to do is win 2 out of 3 games against the Marlins, and they couldn't do. And they lost 1-0 in the last game.
That's so
I
bad.
mean,
That's so bad.
Legitimately, if you guys can do your own self a favor, look up some videos of just like type in like New York Mets collapse and just watch videos of the next day, every single like sports, like podcast, radio show, talk show host losing their shit because the rants and the rage is so funny, dude.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
been
sure.
just soaking it in and I just find it so funny. It's hilarious. Don LaGreca, he has got some epic rants, and he got really pissed too about people bitching about like because what the hell's his name? I can't remember the Mets broadcaster's name. He made a comment. He was pissed off because after the game, the Marlins took a team photo on the field, and they were at home in Miami for that game. They beat the Mets, knock them out of the playoffs, obviously, and they took a team photo. And the Mets announcers were just Gary Cohen. And he was losing his shit. They were pissed. They're like, what? They're acting like they won the World Series out here. This team is so bad. Ball like there's some, and it's like that's not the point. This is their World Series.
Yeah, this is.
They have the lowest paid roster in baseball. They just knocked off a team that should be going to the playoffs that has one of the highest paid rosters. They have nothing to play for. They've been ass all year. They have no future to look forward to. This was their moment.
Yeah.
This was excitement for them for the first time all year long. And they got to do it. So you don't get to bitch about it because your pitching sucked. Your hitting sucked. Your defense is dreadful. Juan Soto sucks. I don't care that he had a fucking 30-30 season or 40-40 season, whatever he had. He played good offensively. He had good numbers. But defensively, Juan Soto is a liability. And every other position that they have defensively looked like a liability, legitimately.
No
and
bueno.
it's just really, really bad. And it's so crazy how bad they fucking fell apart. And then also now Pete Alonso came out and said that he is going to enter free agency after this year.
Yes, I did see that as well. That's huge.
Yeah,
That is huge.
Yeah, kiss your chances goodbye. I mean, Pete's going to leave, and then I don't even know what else happens for them. Who else is going to just be like, all right, I'm out of here. And then it's going to be Juan Soto's going to just be like, hello?
The
Hello?
Will Smith meme. He's gonna be the Will Smith meme.
He's going to be making $75 million a year or whatever he's getting paid, and looking around at a bunch of nobodies. So, yeah, but the Tigers too. That one, the Tigers not winning their division is just nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Now, granted, they started the playoffs today. They started against the Guardians. They did win. So. That's
I did see that Tariq Skubal smacked their cheeks today.
Mm-hmm.
You
knew that was going to happen.
One thing I saw, unrelated to playoff baseball, related to the White Sox, real quick that I just wanted to touch. Ethan Katz is not returning.
I don't even know who that is.
Our pitching coach.
Oh.
Ethan Katz has been, for a while people loved him. I mean, he's been here since before La Russa. He's been here for a long time. People were, praising him for having consistent pitching and fixing Lucas Giolito, Dylan Cease, and all that thing. So he's not coming back. He's getting fired. It's not that he's choosing to leave. He's getting let go. But one thing I thought was funny is the White Sox had the thank you fans end of the season post for the first time in a while that I can remember. Fans were not dragging them through the mud in the comments. Fans were like, dude, thank you for the awesome season. It was way better than last year. Obviously, it can't get worse than last. I mean, it could, but we were literally the worst ever in history last year. Yeah. But people were like, we have so much potential. We get some veteran guys, and
I think that's a little tongue in cheek, though. I think people are,
I don't know. There's a lot of people that were just looked happy though, that they were just hey, this was awesome. Dude, it's actually competitive. There's actually a future.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor announced his retirement, so I mean. Whatever. I mean, he was a solid pickup for this year, just a solid veteran piece. He was okay. He wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah,
it was whatever. He's just a mid player.
He's a role player.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You need guys like that. But yeah, it was just kind of crazy to not see everyone just scorching the poor social media admin for the White Sox.
Unlike the Mets.
Yeah.
Go look up the Mets. Thank you to the fans, because that one's interesting too.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of
it's nuts.
Obscenities, if I guess you could say, or vulgar comments.
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Well, New York fans might be just as bad as Philly fans, in my personal opinion.
I think they are literally right underneath it. Yes.
Yeah, they suck. They're the worst. The Red Sox are playing the Yankees right now.
The Red Sox clinched the playoffs by beating the Tigers. They walked it off against the Tigers to clinch the playoff spot. Which also, that is another team that is. There is a graphic where it showed their run to the playoffs this year. It's absurd. At three different points, they weren't even in the wild card spot. They were so far back out of first. They weren't even in a wild card spot at all. 3 separate times throughout this year, and then they turned their record around.
Persevere, dude.
Got back in it, came back out of it, got back in it, got in the lead in the division at one point, fell back out of it. They just bounced up and down so much this year. It's amazing that they managed to get back and make it to the playoffs. And then obviously to walk it off against the Tigers and knock them down into the wild card. The Tigers barely made the wild card, dude. Barely made it.
For being the best team in baseball.
Literally. Literally another team that like should have had 100 wins, and I think they ended up with like 86 or 87 wins. That is nuts. And yeah, already playoffs have started. Also, so have the offseason firings for the teams that did not make the playoffs. Rocco Baldelli, no longer in Minnesota.
Oof.
Bob Melvin, out of San Fran. Carlos Mendoza, staying in New York. Don Kelly, staying in Pittsburgh. And then I seen another one. Bruce Bochy got fired as the Rangers manager. I just don't understand why they would do that. I don't know if I blame him necessarily, considering the guy just won them a World Series within the last, 3 years? Would they win it 2 years ago? 3 years ago.
I don't remember exactly.
I mean, they literally just won a World Series, and you're going to shit can the guy? Seems kind of crazy, but Rangers really stunk it up a lot this year. So, I mean, I guess that's just the name of the game, but I'm just kind of shocked by that. But, yeah, playoff baseball is here, and it's electric, dude. That's like I was saying when I got here. Like, it's so funny how it works. Like, I'm watching every Cubs game at home all year, and just, I'm getting excited. But, like, you watch, like, Nico Horner come up, get a base hit, or Michael Busch get a base hit, and I'm like, nice. Like, let's go. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
like, sweet. You're getting juiced up.
And, like, today, I got home. Because, also, this is so stupid, and I know it has to do with scheduling. There's a lot of games to play. You got football games that need to be played later in the week, so you can't do less baseball games on each day and span them out and blah, blah, blah. I understand all that, but 2 o'clock game for a playoff game is criminal. Also, especially when it's the Cubs and Padres. Like, I'm sorry, but that game should not be at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
I mean, on a Tuesday, like, there's no other sports, really. Like, there's no football. So.
Yeah, like I said, I know scheduling-wise, like, they couldn't. The problem is there's just too many games to be played. Yeah. Like, so you get Cubs, Padres, Red Sox, Yankees, which Yankees are winning 1-0 right now in the top of the fourth with 2 outs, runners on second and third. You got Reds and Dodgers tonight, and then the Tigers, Guardians played earlier as well. So, like, 4 games. You can't space them all out, I understand, but whatever. Point being, getting back to, yeah, like, Michael Busch comes up. It's a 1-0 game. Or 2-1 game, and like Michael Busch comes up and gets a base hit, and I'm just laying on my bed, and I'm just like, yeah, like screaming. It's like already feels like the World Series is here. Like it's just so exciting. The atmosphere is just thrilling. Like
I would imagine. I definitely would imagine.
It was so loud, and I'm like, I cannot wait to go to one of these fucking games, dude. Like I'm not gonna say that. My plan is to take my dad. I told him for his birthday, if I didn't want to go to the wild card series because I just really can't, because today would have been, going to this game. Yeah. Then tomorrow I have Coulter Wall in Chicago.
Oh, so, yeah, I really would. I didn't even know he was coming. Someone actually mentioned that to me. Yeah. Well, that would have been cool to see. But also, I don't know.
I'm super pumped for that. That concert was supposed to be in February, and then he rescheduled. He stopped his tour and rescheduled, so it got moved all the way to fucking October. But now that's here. But that's tomorrow, which is the next game. And then the next game's Thursday. And I'm like, I don't want to go to Chicago back-to-back days of the week in the middle of the work week, because there's no good way to work it out where it's like.
Yeah, no, that's rough. That's rough.
So I was like, if we make it past the wild card round, which we should, and we will, I'll take you to the NLDS. Like, we'll go to an NLDS game. So I'm like that's like what I'm most excited for. Yeah, dude, playoff atmosphere at Wrigley is just nuts, man. It's unlike anything else. Playoff baseball is so electric. It is so fun. And that's what makes it hard. I hate this time of year. Like I said, it's like a blessing and a curse, because football's on and football's on and it's great and whatnot, but like it's so hard not to just like turn on a baseball game when it's the playoffs, because like these games actually matter right now, like big time matter. Yeah. So, and you got the best of the best doing it. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Like, now you're at the point, there's a couple teams in there that are like the Reds. I mean, the Reds making it into the play. Also, they're who bounced out the Mets. Like, they're who took the Mets' place. The Reds played 500 ball over the last 2 months and managed to get into the playoffs because the Mets played so terribly. So, like, it's really crazy. Like, that game, or that series, I don't think anyone really gives a shit about or should give a shit about. Yeah. But outside of that, I mean, when you get onto that next round, you got the Mariners, Phillies, Brewers, Blue Jays, and then you're going to have, obviously whoever comes out of the AL wild card and NL wild card games. Like, it's going to be some heavy hitters left. And it's like even like right now watching the Cubs game today when we were up 2-1, we're going into the 8th inning. I'm like, this is not a comfortable lead, dude. We're not playing from here on out. We are no longer playing cupcakes. This is not going to be like, oh, well, there's always tomorrow. It's like, no, this is a 3-game series.
Yeah.
Sweep this team and get it over with. You need to win back-to-back games. Don't fuck around. Don't get caught getting cutesy because you're up 3 runs in the 7th or some shit. Like, Mason Miller looks unhittable right now. He's gone 21 straight innings, I believe, and not allowed a single run. I mean, it's absurd. He also still is the fastest pitcher in baseball. His fastball's averaging 101 miles an hour. It's nuts.
That's crazy.
Dude. He is just lights out. He's got like his strikeout percentage is like 44% or 46%. League average is like 23. Like opponent's batting average against him in his last like 20 appearances, 108. A 108 average. Like,
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I would say that's fucking. It's ridiculous. And of course, I wanted to go after him so bad, dude. I said that earlier. I'm like, I wanted the Cubs to trade for him so bad. We could have used a guy like him.
The guys don't though. He costs too much. Probably you'd have to pay him too much. Eventually.
Yeah, maybe a little bit down the road, but I mean, this was clearly the year that we're trying to go all in because we ain't signing Kyle Tucker next year for fucking $400 million. That ain't happening.
Yeah, definitely not.
So it's like this is the year that it needs to happen. Like actually.
Hoping it would be cool. Like I said at the start of the show, just bring it home to Chicago.
You know, it'd be super fire that I would be extremely mind blown if it happened, but it is on the table, which would be so sick if Justin Steele pulls a Kyle Schwarber. Justin Steele got hurt in the 2nd game of the year, out for the season, and if we can manage to make it all the way to the World Series, it might give him just enough time to heal and be able to pitch at least an inning in a World Series game.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it'd be Kyle Schwarber 2.0. It'd be phenomenal.
Yeah,
that would be the
awesome.
craziest shit ever, dude. Cubs we're making the World Series. We're bouncing the Phillies in the NLCS. Count that.
Lock it in.
Dodgers are going to lose in the NLDS. Phillies lose in the NLCS.
Lock it in.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now.
It'd be fire.
You heard it here first.
On this show.
Yes.
That you guys should be liking, following, sharing, and subscribing to. And, yeah, guys, as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.